Thanks for tuning in. I was waiting a little to find that right point where I could go ahead and record this session. In the previous video, if you have listened to it, my dog was just barking a lot, and then right after that was done, my kid decided, or like the toddler decided to just run around the house like crazy, and then the baby woke up. So in a nutshell, we had a perfect storm brewing where uh, getting to this part was becoming more and more difficult. But maybe we have some good 5-10 minutes to do this. Hopefully less. But yeah, like this whole thing reminds me of a time um, when we had our first one. Just for those who are not parents or haven't been around kids who are really young, um, babies, at least for the first few months of their life, their whole job is to sleep. Okay, so they'll wake up, they'll eat for a little bit, and pee, poop, and just sleep. Okay, and that goes on for like on repeat non-stop. So they're pretty much sleeping for like 16 17 hours a day, or sometimes longer, you never know, right? And when we had our first one, I was pretty much romanticizing the fact that, oh, maybe this is what having a kid life is like, right? Where you get to be an absent parent, and all your parenting is about managing the sleep schedule, and it's such a perfect, easy, and sweet spot to be in. Well, that's not how world works, does it? So. Uh, Whatever felt convenient at the time, we see him now, right? And he has grown into a very confident kid, fun kid, still little painful in bits, but that's just having 2-year-old, right? So it was an interesting time. So this time around, when we had our second baby, we there is no we in this. There is just me. I have at least not gotten to a place where I am romanticizing that fact that it's like, oh, it would be nice. Nah, that's not gonna happen. And sometimes a little bit of inconvenience is what you need for your growth, right? And uh, like the whole inconvenience and growth thing, uh, like the same thing had happened with um, at my work also. My client engagement, which I had going on for like little over 3 years at the time, was coming to an end, and I had my travel schedule and plans and everything else. And even though no matter how good you are at your job, just having some sort of change always brings in or kicks in that anxiety where you just don't know for the hot second. It's like, what's going on? What do you need to do? But luckily, I was able to get to a place where I got to work with a newer client, which was lot much more in line with what I wanted to do, and somewhere I have been learning a lot, right? So it's just an interesting spot where in the moment you're like just very anxious, like what's gonna happen, and then when it happens, it's like, okay, fine. Whatever happened was perfect. Not perfect, but like uh, just gave you an opportunity to grow and look at something else. So it has been an interesting thoughts around like whenever things are not happening just the way you want it, and say I was thinking about these thoughts because there is a good chance that the engagement which I had gotten then, which was like little over or about 1.5 years ago, that may or may not come to an end. And I feel like this time I'm at least approaching this uncertainty slightly differently. Again, like I do not really control um, the outcome, but at least how I go about it can change quite a bit, right? And I feel like when that changed, like similar thing had happened last time, it all worked out, right? And most likely, whenever this change happens, we'll make it work, right? So um, it, it's interesting how some experiences change you, how you look at an impending doom or a big change that is coming in your life, either professionally or personally, or on many fronts, right? So sometimes I feel like you just have to accept the change the way it is coming, right? Which reminded me of um, one of the lectures we had with our professor Kashif Saeed when I was in grad school. He had talked about hills and valleys, and he would talk about like it's very difficult to have like one single straight path. Like there are so many ups and downs, and like just when you feel like you're at your highs of the highs, you'll just come crashing down, or you may or not crashing down, but just it's not one straight line is what I'm trying to get to. He may have said it beautifully because I remember it now. But yeah, but yeah, just a reminder for myself or anyone who is watching in, if you are in a tough spot or a great one, just remember nothing lasts, and that's actually sometimes the best part about it. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.